I am driving into a meeting right now, but I wanted to come and talk to you a little bit about recruiting. Now, let's first get the excuses out of the way. I don't want to bug people. I don't know enough about Scentsy to recruit. I am just new. I don't know how to ask people. So here is what I did. So when I first started recruiting, and it was about earning incentives for me. I kind of had gone on my incentive thing, and it said recruit one person, and I didn't really know what that meant, and so I reached out to my director, who's Ariel Pirowitz, and your guys' Superstar director, and I said, so how do I do this? And she's like, you just ask people, which I thought was really strange. And so I had just started actually working my business at this point. I had a few parties, but I wasn't really sure how to go about asking. And so just in my parties, I would throw it out there. Do you want to do what I'm doing? Blah, blah, blah. And then that approach works. It's not 100%. It does work every once in a while, but what I started doing is I started going back on my own customers' purchases. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh no, I cannot ask my customers to join because then I won't have any PRV. I understand that, but there's always more customers. You have more parties, you gain more customers. You have more parties, you gain more customers, you have referrals, like you have a referral system in place. And so I totally understand that, but I started flipping parties. Now they have the Earn a Kit and you can still flip the party. So I started flipping parties. So if they would have a party with me, I would ask them, how about I give you this PRV because it's your people, and you become a Scentsy consultant. So they would join, and then I would call Scentsy, and they would flip the party. Then the Earn a Kit came into place. So then I started asking everybody that was a really good customer, what if you could join Scentsy for $39? I have a lot of parties that go in without a host, and so I'm getting all this free stuff. And you get to a point where you don't need any free stuff. Like, I don't have room for any more free stuff. So I started giving the blessing for $39. I am always talking to my really great customers, which seems silly. You guys are all probably like, oh, I don't know how this is gonna work. Now, I used to have massive PRV. I used to have massive PRV every single month, over 2,000. The only month in the last almost 4 years that I have not gotten 2,000 PRV is in December, and that's just because we have early Christmas cutoff, and then I kind of take the rest of the month to regroup and everything else. But my PRV is still good. It's anywhere in between 1,500 and 2,000. So my PRV is down, but I actually have gained a lot of awesome teammates by just asking them, what if you could earn commission on your own stuff? What if you get paid back on the stuff that you're already buying? I know that I'm actually going to ask another gal today about this because in the last, I would say, 3 months, she's spent over $500 with me. $500, I mean, she could have gotten, at least $150 back. She could have gotten $150, plus she could have gotten $75 in free and 3 half-priced items. So that's kind of where I take it. Like, I have really good customers. A lot of you were my really good customers, and if I wouldn't have asked you, what about getting paid on your own stuff? I don't think that, some of you came to me. I have asked, I ask the question a lot, and sometimes it's a no, but then sometimes they come back and they're like, do you think I can do this? Yes, absolutely. I think that anybody can do this. Right now I am without both my computers, And I've worked my business on my phone, but as the days go on, I get blinder. And so it's hard to do it on my phone because I can't see things. So it's been a struggle the last, we'll say, month. I've been without both my computers. And so I just know that if you get things in place that you are very consistent at, I'm very consistent at my monthly smell mail. I'm very consistent in reaching out to people. That's why my business is the way that it is this right now. That's why I don't have to do very many parties. I would love to do parties. Just my customers just aren't party people. Or maybe I'm approaching it the wrong way. Maybe I am scaring them, which I understand that too. I'm a very scary person. So I just wanted to come and talk a little bit about recruiting. Put yourself out there. Ask a few people. I took a leadership program right after I hit director. It was called Accelerated Leadership. And we had to have requirements. We had to have 2,000 PRV every month that we were in the program and 3 recruits. It was 2 or 3 recruits. And we only got 1 pause. And I think it was a 3-month program. And one of the coaching calls, they said, why don't you just ask people that you think that this could be a blessing to. Ask them if they've ever thought about joining Scentsy. Obviously don't cold message a bunch of people and be like, have you ever thought about joining Scentsy? Don't do that. Make it make it genuine, and make them think, what could Scentsy do for me? What could an extra $100, $200 do for me and my family? I know that was a really big thing for me when I joined. I had to sell a certain amount because at the time my husband was unemployed, and I needed to make sure that our house payment was taken care of, because that was the one steady thing that we had when I joined Scentsy that we needed. My babies were tiny and they don't remember this time, and they didn't need much because they were breastfed, but that was the one steady thing that we had for our kids at the time when I started selling Scentsy, that I needed to make our house payment. I needed to have a home for us. So you never know what this company can do for somebody, and they'll never know if you don't share it. So if you have questions, let me know, but I just wanted to come and share this, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.